Congressman, how you doing today?
It's been a very, very busy day, as was yesterday. Yesterday in the Armed Services Committee, we took up a $150 billion slush fund for the U.S. military as though they needed additional money. Clearly, the military is critically important, but how they spend their money is equally important. And by the way, where did that money come from? I'll tell you, it's coming right out of the mouths of hungry children.
That's right.
School lunch programs, the SNAP program for families that are low income that need that additional opportunity to get food on their table. And of course, there are many other places. The reality here is we're looking at a situation in which Trump is in a wholesale dismantling of the U.S. government. Now, the military is going to have money, but where'd the money come from and why? Well, why is they needed money to finance the tax cuts, well, for Elon Musk.
That's right.
Maybe so he can buy a whole bunch of chainsaws and do even more damage to the American government and to the American people.
That's right. And you know, it's interesting, ironic, I would say, painfully ironic that military families don't have what they need, that school services on bases are being reduced. I mean, all across the board, veterans and service members are not taken care of.
Well, the veterans were in my office earlier today, and they were pointing out, which we already knew, that the 80,000 people that are going to be laid off in the Veterans Administration will significantly damage the ability of veterans to get services. Not only to get into the system, but then the inevitable questions that arise. I've come down with cancer, I'm going to need additional support. Or I'm on my deathbed, will my wife be able to get her benefits after I die? The answer is nobody's going to be answering the phone.
No.
Nobody's going to be at home in the offices. It is the wholesale gutting of the American system. And that system is there for the benefit of the American public and for world security. Chainsaws don't solve the problem.
No.
What it takes is thoughtful, careful understanding of your goal. Okay, we're going to reduce the number of people that are operating in the government. All well and good. I did that in the 1990s when I was Deputy Secretary at the Department of Interior. We had the Clinton-Gore reinventing government. And we did. I was told you got to take 10% of the employees at the Department of Interior and cut your... We did it. And we actually increased the efficiency. We kept the programs running. We were much more efficient. 10,000 people.
And strong bipartisan
And we found them
support.
jobs.
Yes. Yeah.
You can do it smart or you can do it dumb.
Yeah.
This is the dumbest administration I've ever seen, ever. They're just stupid.
Yeah. It's bad, sir. Speaking of less than intelligent government guidelines, Mr. Haakenson has this ongoing catastrophe with operational security and the Signal text groups. I mean, it wasn't just the original one, but now it's one that he made for his family members, in which he divulged classified information. Plus, his staff at the DoD have something like dozens of other Signal chats going on. This is a catastrophe for national security, and yet it doesn't seem like much is being done.
Take a deep breath. It won't be long before he's gone.
Yeah.
He never should have been there. Totally unqualified. And the thing that bothered me most was not his lack of understanding of the role he had as the Defense Secretary, responsible for the national security. That in alone is enough. But his background, the bankruptcies, the fraud that he was involved in, the other programs that he has, and all of his personal, the entire organization takes its clue from the leadership.
That's right.
Starting with Trump, a convicted felon. What does that tell everybody else? You can get away with corruption. This government is involved in the biggest corruption perhaps ever. It makes the Teapot Dome look like a teapot when you consider the corruptions that's going on. But the reality is, the signal came from the president. It's okay to be a felon. It's okay to do wrong. It's okay to have 6 bankruptcies.
Yeah.
So he hires somebody that has the same background.
Kicked out of 2 separate veterans organizations.
Right?
Yeah.
All of that. Why? Fraud?
Yeah.
Yes. Misallocation of funds? Yes. Personal drunkenness? All of those kind of attributes. It flows down through the organization and it comes down in public policy. So you have Signal. So what? We don't care. That's just part of life. No. We're talking about security. We're talking about men and women that will die as a result of those programs. Trump has got to realize that Hegseth has to go. The concern is who replaces him. Somebody equally unqualified. We take a look through the entire organization. They've got unqualified people all the way through. So we'll see. Anyway, Hegseth must go because he is a national security risk.
And I got to tell you, sir, I've talked to a lot of veterans and service members, and all of us pretty much agree on one thing. If we had done...
Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you guys not reporting this? Where? Go ahead.
Yeah, if we had done, I've talked to a lot of veterans and service members, and if we had done a fraction of what he's done wrong, we would be in Leavenworth right now.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
No,
I
no
mean,
question.
Clearly laws are broken, security laws, classification laws, all of those just ignored.
Yeah.
The result is you've committed a crime
That's right.
at the highest level. He's got to go, but who's going to replace him? Hopefully it's somebody that's qualified, but that's a very small hope given the
Very
track
small.
record of this administration. 100 days in, one day of disaster after another, beginning even before he was sworn in. He said, I'm going to do these things. Everybody said, just talk. No. Believe what Trump says he's going to do. He says he's going to do it. He's doing it. The result is a wholesale destruction of the services that the American public relies upon. And our national security eroded. The confidence of our allies, which, by the way, Trump is doing his best to eliminate all of our allies, NATO, as well as in the Pacific, just trashing them every day, demeaning them. Another set of issues. But the reality is they don't trust the American government.
No.
And they shouldn't, because they don't know if they're going to share intelligence with us. Is that intelligence going to be on a signal chat the next day? Could very well be. So they're holding back. The result is our national security is harmed because our allies can no longer trust the American government.
80 years of smart foreign policy dissolved in 4 months. It's remarkable.
You got it exactly right.
Goodness gracious.
Now, Trump tried to do that in his first term. Biden came back and within 6 months rebuilt the NATO and the European alliance. Carried on for 3.5 years. Trump comes in day one, bam. Does his best to destroy it by simply telling NATO, just trashed him. Trash talk. Well, you can go trash talk in the bar to your colleagues, but you don't trash talk to your NATO allies or to your Pacific allies and expect them to respect you, to talk to you, to share with you. No, not going to happen. So we're in trouble here.
Yeah.
Will we survive it? America survived many bad things over the years, and we'll survive this. But in the meantime, we've got to push back.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Congressman, thank you so much.
My pleasure.